Hi, Crossroads Prep Trailblazers. My name is Kirsten Brown-Persley, and I am the principal of Crossroads Prep. We have some great announcements to share with you. We're so excited that you've joined us and look forward to continuing our partnership with you throughout this year. Again, just so grateful for our parents, our families, and students, just really making the most out of this year and partnering to continue to ensure that we have the best experience even while virtual. Our first announcement is a bit of a shout out. We're so excited for our vice principal, Miss Smith, for the high school vice principal. She welcomed her baby girl last week, so we're just so thrilled to have a new trailblazer join the team. So we just want to remind everyone that Miss Smith is on maternity leave until May, and she'll be back before the school year ends. The other announcement we want to discuss are elective courses. So elective courses are a critical part of our school. They're credit bearing, so students at the high school level do earn credit for their work in elective courses. In addition, elective courses do count towards the overall GPA for students. So it's really important, just like core classes meaning English, math, science, etc., that students are showing up every day for those electives, that they are putting in their best effort, that they are also doing the work that is needed for those classes. So we just really want to ensure that there's an emphasis placed on core classes that mirrors that of electives and vice versa. So please be highly attentive to your elective courses, because they are just as important to your other classes, and it's really important that you are engaging, staying up with work, and getting the best grade possible to show your learning. Our next announcement is around parent-teacher conferences. So coming up soon, we are going to be having our spring conferences. And so we just want to name that the week of February 25th, that is coming up week after next. It is the last opportunity for students to get their late work submitted so that they have the most accurate report card that's shown during parent-teacher conferences. If students are turning in work to the day before or even the week before, if that work is late, we can't guarantee that all that will show up on your grade report. So it's really important. Students should put in kind of in their minds to know that on May 25th, that should be the day where they're really trying to get everything turned in, because we want to make sure that they have the most accurate, up-to-date depiction of their grade by the time conferences roll around. And if it's late work, we can't guarantee that teachers will have time to backlog missed assignments from the past. So you just want to throw that out to really encourage students to get caught up and ready to have a strong conference this spring. Another point that we'd like to go over is around cheating while virtual. It's really important that students are showing their own work. We want to make sure that the grade given really is reflective of what the student knows and understands, so that we could be as responsive as possible in teaching where misunderstandings may lie. And so with that in mind, it's never okay to cheat even when virtual. Even sharing answers, sharing accounts, communicating during the time of working on assignments that are supposed to be done independently, those all fall under the umbrella of cheating. And so we have come together and convened to come up with a strong policy for cheating while virtual and how it will be addressed. And so that is something that we are highly attentive towards, and is really something that will be addressed swiftly. So students, make sure that you are showing the utmost in academic integrity and honesty when engaging. Despite the fact that we're virtual, it doesn't matter. Our code of conduct still remains. And so there are some very serious consequences that we've put in place in the case that cheating is happening. So the next item that we'd like to discuss is around a survey that is coming out. So we want to just ensure that we're checking in on the well-being of all of our scholars. So we're asking families to complete the survey that's attached to this video so that we can see what supports we can do better at providing, especially for students who are struggling with mental health and emotional health, which can be difficult during the isolation that some have named feeling during this pandemic. So we have an incredible counseling team and social emotional learning team who's ready to help out and put some trauma-informed practices in place. And we really want to target scholars who are reaching out for help or families who are reaching out for help. So we just encourage you to complete that survey for us. Those are all the announcements I have for today. I'm just so grateful for you all and your partnership. Oh my goodness, we've been through so much. I cannot believe it's midway through February, and we could not have made this progress without your support and partnership. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful day.
Hello, CPA students and families. Welcome to this week's edition of announcements from the administration team. So I have just a few announcements for you, mainly reminders in regards to senior night, National Junior Honor Society, Dean's List for high school students, and AB Honor Roll for middle school students. All right, so let's start with senior night. So because of the dangerously cold weather and just the wind chill, we have rescheduled our final game for February the 23rd, and that will be at the Hy-Vee Arena. All of the game details are the same. The only thing that's changed is the actual date. However, I do want to give you guys an insight into what game times will look like. So JV boys will be playing at 4:30. Our varsity girls will be playing at 6. And our varsity boys will play at 7:30. We are planning to celebrate and honor our seniors before that final game starts, so around 7 o'clock. As far as National Junior Honor Society goes, we will be having a mandatory rehearsal February the 22nd. So that is this following Monday, and that will be at 4 o'clock. The location will be at the Central Street Gym. All students have been made aware of it, as well as families. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, you can feel free to email me. Our induction ceremony will take place March the 5th at 6 o'clock, and the same location will be the Central Street Gym. So we're looking forward to that. We are inducting 15 scholars this year. I'm super, super excited of all of our kids' hard work, and we're really, really proud of just the incredible work that these kiddos have been doing. So as far as current chapter members go, the last day for current chapter members to submit service hours will be the last day of school. And each chapter member is required to submit between 7 to 10 service hours. Now, we will complete a service project together in April when the weather is better and the numbers continue to go down. We will complete the service project as one big chapter. That will be our current National Junior Honor Society members, as well as the ones that we are inducting on March the 5th. So please stay tuned for those details. We're looking forward to that. The last thing I want to say is the Dean's List for high school students and the AB Honor Roll for middle school students. Those certificates have been delayed due to just the crazy weather that we've been experiencing lately. However, I do plan to have those certificates sent out by the end of the week. So please be on the lookout for those, and thank you again for your patience. That's all I have for you all this week. So I look forward to seeing all of you all at senior night next week. If you have any questions about National Junior Honor Society, please contact me. Thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful week.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to dig into this next section of our video today. We are going to be discussing our strategic plan. And so last spring, we convened a group of parents, students, community stakeholders, teachers, and administrators to create what is now the Crossroads Preparatory Academy Strategic Plan. And it really serves as a roadmap for us to realize our vision. And our vision is as follows. Crossroads Preparatory Academy graduates will be culturally literate, creative, and innovative leaders who pursue ambitious goals. Through authentic student-driven opportunities such as project-based learning, internships, and service learning, students will pull from diverse experiences in order to drive their vision forward with empathy and critical thought. Crossroads Preparatory Academy will be a model school that empowers students and staff members to engage deeply with the community to foster the global leaders of tomorrow. And of course, we drew upon that statement based upon the Crossroads Charter Schools district statement, and are just so excited to continue our work and leaning into ensuring that that vision statement isn't a mere statement, but a reality that is lived out day after day. And so we have some great updates to share with you around our key domains, including academics, social and emotional support, family and community engagement, and also culture, to really share with you how we're pulling on those key levers and showing progress towards the strategic plan that will enable us to make our vision a reality. So we are excited to present this information your way and look forward to hearing your thoughts and welcome any feedback and continued partnership. Thank you all so much and enjoy these updates.
Hello, CPA families, students, and community stakeholders. Today I'm going to take a little bit of time to just review our Q2 strategic plan, as well as discuss the progress that we made and look back on some of our reflections. So, as many of you know, last spring we got together as a community to just really roll out a strategic plan in which we focused on what we wanted the next 4 years of CPA to look like. In our planning, we discussed 4 main areas in which we wanted to see growth, and those 4 areas were achievement, community and family engagement, school culture, and social emotional learning. So as you can see on the screen, school culture is highlighted, and that's where we will spend the bulk of our time discussing today. All right, so I want to jump right on in with the Q2 goals that we outlined during the spring. So some of the things that we really wanted to pursue for second quarter was an end of the semester school-wide holiday event. We really wanted to launch an incentive program. We wanted to get grade level assemblies up and going, organize Q3 National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony, just the logistics, and then also promote and provide scholars with another safe and engaging sports season. As we know that just interaction amongst kids is just super, super critical to the fact that we're in this pandemic. So these were the goals that we set for ourselves for Q2. Now I just would like to take a little bit of time to discuss the progress that we made and reflect on our overall achievement. So as you all know, we did have an end of the semester holiday event, which was our toy drive. It was a super, super successful event. We were able to provide gifts for over 70 families. We received about $1,200 in cash donations from the Prairie Bank and also the Mail Center in Westport. And then we received just a lot of drop-off gifts. So it was a huge event. It was very successful. We partnered up with the middle school student council to promote this event, as well as it was led by the high school student council as well. We even partnered with Central Street, and we turned this event, which started out into this small little CPA event, it turned out to be a district-wide event. And this is something that we are looking forward to doing every year, just because it was so successful. Another thing that was a huge win for us in Q2 was the launch of an incentive program. We really reflected on how can we get more student investment while we are virtual, just because we know that learning has been extremely difficult for students who are not in person. And so we launched an incentive program where if kids are meeting the goals that we set for them, which is tailored around our core values, that they would be entered into, their names would be entered into a raffle drawing, and they would be able to receive a gift card, food delivery, or something of the sort at the end of each month. So we are doing this both at the middle school level and the high school level. While they look different for each grade band, we still have incentive programs that the kids are really excited about. So I'm super, super happy that that came into fruition this quarter. Another thing that a goal and just a progress and reflections is grade level assemblies. So we've begun those at the middle school level. The 7th grade team is pilot this out. we were at the beginning of the year looking for ways to still have this strong community feel and just promote strong school culture even while virtual. And so I'm super excited to say that seventh grade has really taken the lead in launching these grade level assemblies where students are recognized for achievement, students are recognized for just being good citizens, good peers, and etc. So we're planning on rolling those out at the end of each quarter for the remainder of the school, for the remainder of the school year, just to really celebrate students' growth, community, and just kind of come together around one another while we still are living in this virtual reality. Another goal that we had was our National Junior Honor Society. I'm super, super excited to say that all applications have been submitted, and we are looking to induct 15 middle schoolers for our National Junior Honor Society chapter. So this will be our second induction ceremony. Our current National Junior Honor Society members will help us plan this ceremony and also induct our future inductees, and that ceremony is scheduled for March the 5th. So that's a huge win. Another huge win for us was just promoting and providing students with another safe and engaging sports season. Basketball is super tricky because it's close contact. It's difficult to wear masks. However, we made a basketball season happen, and we just brought this opportunity for sports to our students. We had several games, and practices are still taking place. Our final game of the season will be February the 15th at the Hy-Vee Arena. That will serve as our senior night and our final game of the season. So we hope to see you all there. The next thing that I just want to talk about is some of our quarter 3 and quarter 4 goals. We've made tremendous strides first and second quarter in the culture department. And so quarter 3 is really going to serve as a planning quarter where we begin to just plan out the logistics for these big events that we are planning on rolling out fourth quarter and also the next school year. So a huge priority for us in the culture department is prom. We want to make sure that our students, our first graduating class, has the opportunity to have a prom. And so we are working with student council right now to plan out prom. So that's our number one priority for quarter 3 is planning this out so that we can have the actual prom, the event, quarter 4. The next thing that we are working towards is an end of the year community event. So we're looking at doing this during quarter 4 as well. We've seen that numbers are starting to decrease, and we're just hoping that some of the gating criteria allows us to be able to come together as a community one more time before the end of the school year. The next thing that we're working toward is just establishing milestones that we want students to meet by the end of each grade level, starting with our freshman class next year, just because we want to ensure that by the end of 9th grade, our students are meeting certain goals and that they're on track for 10th, 11th, and 12th, just so we want to ensure that our students are receiving the best educational experience possible. Another huge thing that we're working on that I'm super excited about is Trailblazer Transition Night, and this will take effect for next school year. This is where we will essentially have a freshman orientation for our incoming freshmen. And also we will have a night to kind of show our 6th graders who are coming to 7th grade what it is like to be a trailblazer, what it's like in the life of a student at CPA, everything to look forward to, schedules, expectations, the building, all of those things. So we're going to really be planning out the bulk of the logistics for Trailblazer Transition Night. As well as something that is really near and dear to my heart, which would be Parent Academy. Parent Academy is just this idea that we had, like, how can we better partner with our families in ensuring that our families are supported in supporting their students throughout their educational experience here. It's a lot to understand when you get grading reports in the mail that you may not understand, or platforms that may be confusing, or different ways we determine what mastery is, all kinds of things like that. So we really, really want to bring that knowledge to parents so that parents can better understand what it is to be a CPA student. We want you all to feel we want you all to feel very supported and very capable, understanding all of the nuances and all of the things that go into being a CPA student. So I'm going to tie up here. I know I've been talking for a while, but I'm going to end with just some of our Q2 highlights. So we did have the holiday toy drive, basketball season, middle school assemblies, launch of our incentive program, increase of student course completion. We had math relays, National Junior Honor Society application acceptances, college acceptances, and scholarship awards. So lots of things going on Q2 in the culture department. Super proud of everyone involved in making this quarter super awesome for kids. And the last thing I want to say is I want to give everybody a huge thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I can't wait to share out our Q3 progress and reflection. I hope that you all have a wonderful, amazing day. Bye.
Hello, CPA students and families. My name is Elise Smith. I am the high school vice principal, and I'm going to be updating you on our progress towards our goals in the area of academics. So our first goal was to have 90 to 100% of teachers will be able to know the CPA vision for high quality instruction and the rationale behind it, which comes from the opportunity myth, per the TNTP core teaching rubric. So this is the rubric that we use when we go in and observe our teachers and when we coach them. So we've made a lot of progress towards this goal. Our coaches use that rubric every week when they go in to observe teachers weekly. We recently had mid-year evaluations of teachers, and all teachers set goals for semester 2 based on that rubric. We also had the opportunity to participate in the TNTP Opportunity Accelerator, in which we gathered critical data about high quality instruction at our school. So our next goal was to implement a peer observation and feedback protocol within PLCs, and to have teachers observe one another and give and receive targeted feedback aligned to a target area from PD and school goals. So progress towards this, we have in some PLCs identified teachers who benefit from observing other instructors and made those connections. We have also shared best practices via videos of our own teachers during PLC. We are not currently using a set rubric for this when we have teachers go observe one another, so we still consider this goal to be in progress. Our third goal is to have all teachers have the skills to develop rigorous curriculum and the strategies to teach it well. So some progress we've made towards this goal. Our new math teachers were trained at the beginning of the school year in internalizing lesson plans and curriculum. Our middle school science team implemented a brand new curriculum this year, and we marked this goal as still in progress. We want to give more targeted PD and knowing the standards and the depth and breadth of the Common Core state standards. Another goal was to implement a capstone program with a senior thesis and a defensive portfolio. So the progress that was made in this area is that we've decided that next year this will actually start at 7th grade. And Rachel Foster, who is our real world learning specialist, is working with different platforms currently to get this set up for next year. So that goal is still in progress as well. The next goal, develop a college and career preparation plan and incorporate parents and families into that preparation. We have made lots of strides in this area, specifically with real world learning and making plans for next year, getting our students set up with Missouri Connections for next year, which is a site that will get students connected and thinking about career pathways. Grades 10 through 12 all have a personal plan of study that has been completed. And our counselors are currently working on 9th grade personal plans of study. By the end of this school year, all high school students will have a personal plan of study that outlines all the classes they plan to take leading up to graduation to ensure that they meet graduation requirements and that they're able to meet the requirements for the university they want to attend or the career field they want to go into after school. We have started and implemented the work-study program for our seniors. So we have a good amount of our senior class that works part of the day and takes their graduation required classes the other part of the day. That is our work-study program. We have internships that we're planning for next year. And students that are involved in internships will also be taking a career explorations class through CPA. And right now, our counseling department is working on pushing out KC Scholars to 9th and 11th grade students. Another goal is to implement a strategic assessment and response to data plan. So the progress that we made towards this goal, daily data is collected in every class through strategic monitoring of students and exit tickets. And then that data is analyzed weekly in PLCs. The math team also collects diagnostic data on learning loss monthly. We are looking at learning loss that could have potentially happened last year due to the pandemic and then planning strategic pre-teaches for students. And then interim data was also reviewed in PLCs and strategic reteaches were planned in every PLC. The next goal was to implement a tracking and celebration of success and competition structure for assessment data. So we said that this goal was pretty much still in progress as we are not giving as many assessments this school year being virtual. We don't necessarily have the data to create that competition structure. So this is still in progress and something we will work on more next school year. Real world learning was one of our goals. So we've made giant strides in this area thanks to our real world learning committee. So we've started by developing the infrastructure to really allow for real world learning at CPA. So that means we started with a 3-year plan on how we can get ourselves to where we want to be with real world learning. We have planned out strategic PDs that teachers will need for next year. We have started piloting a real world learning program, and we have created a new bell schedule for next year with block periods to allow for real world learning experiences. And our last goal was writing and reading in every class every day. So we said that this goal is definitely still in progress. Writing and reading in class every day is a look for in our observations of teachers on the TNTP rubric. So it is a conversation that coaches have with teachers. However, it is still in progress because we need to incorporate more PD on how to incorporate writing into all content areas, and especially math and science. So those are the academic updates. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Troutner. I'm the school counselor at CPA, both the high school and the middle school. And I just want to give you some updates on what we're doing for social and emotional support with your students. Crossroads continues to be a trauma-informed school. This month, our teachers received training from our trauma team about practice skills and better ways to understand trauma. We've also implemented the student support team in both high school and middle school. The team meets with the teachers and we identify at-risk students who need extra support. We then discuss and develop goals and action steps to help support them better. Our goals are social and emotional as well as academic and unique to each student. The middle school is holding weekly restorative circles and efforts to build community, learn how to better communicate, and to solve problems with each other as a team. The teachers also will report who the student of the month is during these meetings, and each quarter the middle school is having an assembly to acknowledge students' accomplishments and all their hard work. Each Thursday during crew, teachers have positive or thinking Thursday or self-care Thursday in the high school. And this is a way that we are promoting positive mental health. Students learn coping skills and ways to have, positive thinking and ways to solve problems each Thursday during crew time. Each week, the teachers are doing mental health check-ins and report any concerns to the counseling staff. As always, your CPA counselors are here to provide therapy for all students. And in the high school, we also offer college and career planning for your student. Thank you.
Hello, CPA stakeholders. I hope everyone is staying warm on this cold, blustery day. Below, I have listed some updates for you all that pertain to our ongoing strategic planning initiative. If you have any questions in regard to the initiative, please do not hesitate to reach out. Some of the updates that we have so far is we're moving right along with the semester, and within quarter three, we're trying to scratch off all of the action steps that we have listed in our plan for this time. One item that we have completed is our parent mentoring survey. This survey was sent in January via our Wednesday updates, so please be on the lookout for those. We have had some responses, but we need more people to respond in order to make this vision that we have for the parent mentoring program a reality. Please be on the lookout for the survey and our Wednesday updates. Once we have gotten enough responses, we will move forward with our next action step that's associated with the items that are listed below, which are matching up parents with their groups and establishing meeting times for our groups to connect. We're excited to get this portion of the strategic planning up and running. However, it is going to take all of us to do our part in order to make this a reality. We appreciate your patience as well as your partnership in making this pilot as successful as it possibly can be in these trying times. Again, stay warm. Those are some of our updates, and have a great day.